What happens when a loyal husband installs a hidden camera, only to catch his wife cheating with his own nephew? He thought he was saving the company. What he uncovered shattered both his marriage and his family. It started with a feeling. James had been married to Elena for 9 years. They shared a life, a home, a business, and, at least until recently, what he believed was love. But over the past few months, something felt off. Elena had been acting differently. Not in a big way, just colder. She'd stopped kissing him goodbye in the mornings. She always seemed busy texting someone, but would flip her phone over the second he walked into the room. James wasn't a paranoid man, but this was different. And then came the business trip. 3 days out of town. That's all it took. When he came back, his office didn't feel the same. His chair had been moved. His keyboard was angled weirdly, and there was a faint trace of perfume in the air, one that definitely wasn't his wife's usual scent. But the thing that really shattered him? His nephew, Tyler, had started acting strange too, nervous around him, sure on eye contact, jumping every time James asked him a question. Tyler was just 23, a new hire at James's company, working in marketing. He'd been struggling to get his life on track, and James had offered him a chance, a job, a future. He never imagined he'd regret that kindness. The setup, installing the camera. James didn't want to accuse anyone without proof. So, he did something he never thought he'd do. He bought a hidden camera. Not the cheap kind. This was professional grade, the kind you wouldn't notice unless you were looking for it. He installed it behind the bookshelf in his office, hidden in a decorative sculpture. It faced the desk and the couch directly. The plan was simple. Let it run for a week. If nothing happened, fine. Maybe he was just imagining things. But on the second day, something happened. The betrayal, what the camera saw. James got the notification on his phone in the middle of the night. Motion detected in the office. It was 11:43 p.m. He tapped the alert. The footage showed Elena unlocking the office door with her keycard. She wasn't alone. Tyler was right behind her. James sat up in bed, his heart racing. He watched, stunned, as the two of them walked into his office like it was their space. They giggled, whispered. Tyler put his hands on her waist. Elena kissed him like she hadn't kissed James in months. They didn't even turn the lights on. It was quick, reckless, and completely devastating. James watched the entire scene unfold from the glow of his phone. Every second felt like a knife to the chest. The confrontation, the calm before the storm. James didn't say anything the next morning. He went into the office like it was a normal day, smiled, shook hands, sat in the same chair where they betrayed him. Elena walked past and kissed him on the cheek like she hadn't destroyed his world 8 hours ago. Tyler avoided him, like always now. But James wasn't ready to blow up just yet. He needed to understand why. So he waited until lunch. That's when Elena left to meet a client. She didn't take her phone. James unlocked it. He knew the passcode. It hadn't changed in 3 years. There it was. Dozens of messages to Tyler. Some flirty, some explicit, some even cruel. James still has no idea, faced with tears of joy. I don't feel guilty anymore. I think I love you. James put the phone down, walked into his office, and locked the door behind him. The exposure, the office meeting. Later that afternoon, James called a company-wide meeting. Conference room. Now, everyone. Confused glances all around. Elena sat near the back, looking worried. Tyler looked pale. James walked in with a laptop under his arm, hooked it up to the projector. I want to talk about loyalty, he began. Silence. Not just in business, but in life. You hire people. You trust them. You invite them into your home, into your family. He clicked the spacebar. The hidden camera footage began to play on the giant screen. Gasps echoed around the room. The image wasn't graphic, but it was unmistakable. Elena, Tyler, kissing, touching, laughing. Elena jumped up, shouting, "Turn it off. What the hell are you doing?" Tyler ran out of the room. James didn't say a word. He just stared at her. "You think I wouldn't find out?" he said, voice low, shaking. The fallout, aftermath. The video spread like wildfire. Within hours, everyone in the office knew what had happened. Half the staff looked at James with pity, the other half at Elena with disgust. By the next day, Elena had cleared out her desk. Tyler sent a single pathetic email. "I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to happen like this." James didn't reply. He filed for divorce that week. Changed the locks. Cut off Tyler. Family or not, betrayal has consequences. The twist, a silver lining. 3 months later, James sat alone in his new apartment. Smaller, quieter, but peaceful. The pain hadn't gone away, but it had become manageable. He scrolled through LinkedIn, checking resumes. Business was recovering, and there was a new candidate that caught his eye, smart, driven, with a history of working in crisis management. He set up an interview. When she walked into the cafe, she smiled and said, "You're James, right? The guy from the viral office scandal." James blinked. She laughed. "Don't worry. I'm not here for drama. I'm here because you handled that whole thing like a boss. I respect that." Her name was Mia, and that cup of coffee turned into 3 hours of conversation. Maybe, just maybe, betrayal wasn't the end of his story. Maybe it was the beginning.